Alright, what's up guys? I'm wearing this backwards because privacy, but today I'm going to talk about my build. So, my build is quite thought out. I put a lot of effort into it. It's not really a lot, but it's snappy and it works. It's, in my opinion, it's probably more efficient than a fucking MWS. Maybe, maybe not. I haven't really tested it. I don't have an MWS unless someone wants to send me their free MWS. Please. I'm broke. But so today what I will show you what the damage was though. Unfortunately, I got to get a stronger nozzle or take more tension out. But so what I did, let's start from the back, make our way to the front. What I did was I took the buffer spring, I tensioned it. I put more spacers in the back. I can't really get them out. They're kind of in there. I gotta take off the stock and do all that shit. I'm not gonna do that. But there's probably 3 spacers, little plastic spacers that I sanded down and made myself. It sends the bolt forward really well, and it works. It's very efficient. Like when it shoots back, it comes forward. There is no bolt bounce because I put moving weights in the buffer as well. But for the buffer, like I said, I put moving weights in the buffer. So when it rocks forward, the weights move more than the bolt, so the bolt does not rock back and forth. There's barely any bolt bounce. Now, this might be a short video, but who cares? What I did was I put a aftermarket recoil spring. This is the I forgot what it's called. It's Bavtech. It's Bavtech's recoil spring. This thing is strong. The thing is nice. I will recommend this. This thing is actually great. I still have the stock gas key, the stock, obviously, bolt carrier group, stock charging handle. But what I did to the hop-up unit was I put a, because stock this gun can only hop 2 weights, which sucks for any type of forest because you can't punch through anything. So I put a softer bucking in with a customized, I modified it, I sanded it down a little bit, made it a little bit more round, and customized the hop-up nub. Then everything else is stock in it. The barrel, the hop-up unit, like the unit itself, the adjuster, everything else is stock. Alright. But I will say I've been running into problems with this build. Everything's been working great up until now. So I discovered after using it for a full day of like shooting a lot and using it a lot, can't really see it too well, but this nozzle is caved in. This part is breaking and these parts around it is breaking, which means this nozzle can't handle the pressure of the spring sending it back forward into the locking mechanism. Instead of it seating it, it's more slamming it, which is not healthy for the gun. I'm getting a apparently enhanced nozzle from Red Wolf. So I'm going to see how that is. I'm also going to take a spacer out of the buffer spring to tension it a little bit less and see how that works. I will say the reason I did these mods, I can tell you why I did these and what these do, is so for the spring, it gets rid of the bolt bounce. It makes it more efficient sending it forward, and it's so it doesn't get stuck on like the bolt catch or anything like that. Also, the gas key has a bad habit in every single M4 gas blowback you will buy. The gas key, if it has a gas key, it has a potential of coming back and hitting the top of the receiver, the back of the receiver right here. It'll hit this part and go in, hit it, and then come out, and it'll start to put really bad wear on your gas key, which means your nozzle won't be locked in as well, and it'll put really bad it'll potentially destroy your rear fucking your lower receiver, which is not good. So that's where that preventative measure comes in and helps it perform a lot better. The recoil spring makes it snappy, makes it not stick. You don't, as soon as the gas goes, it comes back and snaps back. There's no nozzle sticking where, you know, the bolt goes back but the nozzle sticks there. There's none of that because of this recoil spring. There's no double feeding, none of that. This gun is great for semi-auto. You cannot use this thing in full. Full auto does not work. Even if this system was stock, it still didn't work. There's a problem with it. I contacted the company, the manufacturer. They're telling me it's kind of my fault. I don't know what to do. It's kind of a manufacturer error in my opinion. I'm not going to say all bad things about them because they did help me a lot and help me get parts that they don't usually have out. So it's just kind of iffy right now with finding solutions to some of these problems because I'm kind of by myself. But I will say this build works very well. You have to have a strong nozzle. I haven't tried it, but I would think the aluminum CNC nozzle that they have for the MWS is very good for this type of system because it will not break. I'm going to try the enhanced nozzle and see if that will break. But as of right now, stock nozzle, this tension is too much for it. It cannot handle it very well. That's pretty much it. I use stock mags. Those stock Lancer tactical mags, those things are great up until the valve stops working or the spring stops working. One of those two is just, it makes the mag unusable, and it's unfortunate that they're $60 and don't restock as much. This system for $600 is starting to weigh whether it's worth it or not, because with $600 you shouldn't be having these hiccups. But I personally love this build, and right now this is what works for me. Once again, it's still a work in progress, but that is my build right now. I don't recommend putting this much tension into this buffer spring if you're using a stock nozzle. I don't. It's not worth it because you will break your nozzle. So before you tension the spring too much, you can tension the spring a little bit so the gas key isn't hitting the lower receiver. That's not too much tension. I tensioned it a little bit more so it has still a little bit of space, but it rocks back forward very roughly or very aggressively. So I would recommend maybe not tensioning it as much as I did. I'm going to keep it tensioned like this because I do want to see if I can get it to work like this. That's pretty much it for my build. I will be coming back to you with more updates of Tokyo Marui mags, the nozzle, and anything different about this gun that I'm doing. It really is a blast working with this, and I appreciate you guys having or following and having a shared interest with this. And I'm willing to share this type of stuff with you guys. I love helping people. It's my favorite thing to do. Alright, so thanks for listening. I know this might be a shorter video, but I appreciate you watching. Remember, hit that like, subscribe if you want to hear some more. I'm going to be trying to punch out one video every week about something with this system or just airsoft in general. I do stream twitch.tv/spitfire9300 if you guys want to come chat. I like to game. Other than that, man, appreciate you guys watching. Peace out.